fishing adventures. Today my video is going to be about bait casters, different parts of the bait caster, gear ratios, and what I use them for. My first reel I have is basically it's a Kayak, which I believe from my previous video which I did, I think it's made by Penn. Did a little bit of research. I guess it's a Penn Stratus, something like that. So we have different parts of the. Actually, there's not many parts to it. We have the magnetic brake. It slows down the spool when it hits the water. Then the next part basically is this little knob right here is the tension knob on the line basically. One of these days I'll give you a demonstration on how to cast, how to set the tension knob. Just for an example, when you engage the reel, when you open up the magnetic, or when you open up the tensioner, your lure, once it hits the ground, you should not get any backlash. If it's too loose, once it hits the ground, you will get backlash. So that's what that part is for. Of course, on the handle you have your drag, and everybody knows it's a handle. So basically, that's really the working parts to a bait caster. So we have probably gear ratios 5-to-1, I believe 9-to-1. I have from 5-to-1 to 8-to-1 are the reels that I have. We'll start with probably the 5-to-1, basically, which is the Shakespeare Alpha. This one right here, I basically have the magnetic brake set probably halfway on this one. The 5-to-1 basically is going to keep your bait in the strike zone longer. It's going to have a slower retrieve. Good for cranking, deep crankbaits. It's aggressive crankbait, crankbaiting, that type of thing. So that's a good reel for that. Again, it keeps the lure in the strike zone longer. Sorry, I'm still really new at this, and if I get a little nervous, I apologize. So basically, that's a Shakespeare Alpha. I used this almost all summer last year, and believe it or not, I put some spinner baits and kept the spinner baits in the strike zone a little bit longer. People say, well, maybe you shouldn't, but I used it as a versatile rod, and it worked. And I caught quite a bit of fish, quite a bit of bass on this reel. Then the one I had in my hand, this is let's go to the 6. This is the 6-to-1, I believe. Let's see here. This is actually my 6-to-3-to-1. Spinner baits, buzz baits, that type of thing. Not going to be in the strike zone as long. So basically, this is going to probably be sometimes my go-to. Depends whatever's working that day. Really nice reel. I really can't wait to use that. Okay, the next one we have would be my 8-to-1. It's in camouflage. It's a Shimano MC 2000 series. This is my 8-to-1. Again, a really nice reel. Really nice reel. As I was explaining in my earlier videos, due to unforeseen circumstances years back, I lost a lot of my inventory of my rods and reels, so I basically had to start over in the last few years. So again, that's my 8-to-1. Um, 8 to 1, basically 7 to 1. Jigs, worms, your top waters also. Um, Football jigs, anything with a faster retrieve. Uh, Go to the 8 to 1. Those are my preferences. Everybody has their own preferences, but these are mine. I don't have a 9 to 1, but these are, I think, the four reels or the three reels right here. I think those will cover the basis of what I'm trying to do. One other reel that I did save from that circumstance. It's a medalist, Shakespeare medalist. They produced this reel basically to help eliminate beginner bait casting fishermen. Supposedly eliminates backlashes. I never really used it a whole lot. To be honest with you, I never did get a backlash with it, but I probably haven't never used it enough. Well, it's kind of obsolete now, but I'm probably going to be using it for um, early spring. We haven't really had a decent spring enough here where I could go on lakes. I'm surrounded by Lake Superior, so usually in the spring I like to go in, cast for steelhead, lake trout, salmon, that type of thing. But being coronavirus, we're still locked in, and weather hasn't been cooperating. In fact, we have snow on the ground. It snowed last night, probably 3 to 4 inches. So this is about 10 years old, all metal. Um, they're calling it a vintage. Basically, it still has all the same parts, same adjustments as the newer reels. Um, Ball bearings, this one is four ball bearings, and the rest of them are 12 ball bearings. Um, yeah, the rest of them are 12 ball bearings. So that's my collection of my bait casters. I guess my next video will go through as far as how I paired them with my rods, my flipping stick, and my cranking rods. S.M.W set me up with a really nice the Z rod. Thank you to them. And also for the month of June, I decided we are going to do a mystery tackle box giveaway just to subscribers, not to viewers. So subscribe, hit the subscribe button and your notification button, and be eligible for the mystery tackle box. This month was just to get my channel going a little bit. It was for viewers and subscribers, just to make it fair, a little more fair on the subscribers next month. We'll give them just the opportunity to win the mystery tackle box. And also, next week our weather's supposed to break a little bit, and I'm going to get out and do a little bit of fishing. Not sure how well it's going to be, how successful. Still in very cold water conditions, but I'll see what I can do. We'll run some video and see what happens there. So again, till next time, like I said, we'll probably do a rod breakdown and see how I pair. So again, stay safe. If you're staying home yet, stay home. Stay safe from that, and practice your catch and release. Until next time, bye.